Rolling. What we doing? Oh. Alright. Sorry that I'm a little late to the party. Apparently work decided to run a little bit over, so as a result we got a bit of a delay, but not too bad. Just wanting to make sure everything's running okay at this point. Make sure that we don't have super loud game audio drowning me out in any way, shape, or form, because you know that could very well be a risk and a not reward for doing so. Let's see. Let me just check some things real quick. And getting back into streaming is so... It's going to take some time. Let's see, can I not have this preview screen up? Alright, both online, great. Pretty sure we're not going to have too much of an audience, but I might as well talk like I got one. But if ever an audience member 3 pops up, that'll be great. Alright, let me just get myself a little bit more situated here. And then we can get started. Oh, I got people. Sweet. Not sure which people, but people nevertheless. Hi, I'm audience. That is excellent. Hello, Liam. How you doing? Right now we're going to be doing some Rocket Knighting, and this game is strange in terms of, like, difficulty. It's not exactly that it's hard, it's just that you have to remember the whole game if you want to do well at it. It's only hard when you play, like, the hardest difficulty. That's when it's just ridiculous. Alright, let's get started then. Hey everyone, I hope you guys are sitting down and getting ready for another fun-filled game from Konami. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen them on my screen. But Rocket Knight Adventures is going to be our topic today, and before we begin anything, I'm going to warn you guys well in advance. Turn this down. The reason why I'm going to warn you guys is that this game is pretty much one of those games that the developers were thinking, you know what would be great for kids? Flashy backgrounds that just come out of nowhere and strobe the hell out of you to the point where you could possibly get a seizure. So, gonna warn you in advance that there are a couple bosses in this game that love to do the whole fangled rainbow technicolored BS flashing screen action. It sucks. This is the problem with old ass games, but this is one of those culprits. We're gonna play on normal, but here's the thing: these difficulty settings are not as advertised. Like, children is not children in the Japanese version. It's normal, hard, very hard, and crazy hard. It's not baby mode, easy mode, normal mode, and F off mode. It's basically, they were anticipating you playing the first 2 difficulty setting before you even got to these more hardcore ones. It's kind of funny though that if you play on children's mode in the any version other than Japanese, you can't beat the game. It was like, oh, you beat stage 5, congratulations, there's easy mode, try that, then we'll talk. But we're going to try it on normal mode, which is basically the mode that's reasonably hard and not crazy hard. The conditions are, oh, you got hit by an enemy. Well, I hope it's not contact damage, because you'll lose about half your health in some respects. But this game is pretty damn awesome because the music. This is like one of those rare instances where... Can I actually... Okay, don't spoil the music game. I'm trying to, like, build you up here. But yeah, the music in this game is fantastic for a Genesis game because... Well, I'm going to shut up first because intro. Yeah, that's our big old head honcho villain guy. He's kind of looking like Andross there. Kind of might be Andross too. What's up, Howlfire? I hope I said your name right. If not, you can correct me and smack me upside the head later. So, this game is kind of like, it's a fun game. For example, you're going to learn how to use a Sparkster, a main dude here, and you're going to learn all the mechanics because we have to. If you try to play this game on this difficulty, you're going to need to know everything that you can about Sparkster, and that his rocket boost is basically invincibility frames out the ass. Like, as soon as you use it, you are invincible until you stop. And unfortunately, I stopped right on top of enemies. These guys are kind of like the frickin' Goombas. But then you get to meet the, you know, remember the AT&Ts, or, you know, the walkers from, Star Wars? These things are a nice little replica on how threatening that they can be, but once you deal with these assholes here, these are the last times you'll ever see these things. And the fact that they're threatening is that if you get hit by them, that's like 3 hearts, and you don't want to have that happen. But if you get to this point, you have gotten through one of the harder sections in the game, at least of this stage. And all these apples here just to say we're sorry to throw you through all that crap. And you got these douchebags. You're going to learn how to do your spin attack here. Because if you don't, well, you might learn that you're missing out on more invincibility frames. Then we get a nice slowdown. You are not starting this fight off, are you? Yeah, this guy is our first mini-boss, and I'm learning how hot that flamethrower is, but not a very difficult boss. All you just need to know is get really far behind him when he starts getting very aggressive with that flamethrower. Like when he traps you in that corner, just rocket boost behind him because he can't turn around. Then you get to play a bit of a pong with yourself, because this guy just bounces around like so. This is pretty much the rest of the fight, guys, and you're going to learn that there's like a ton of mini-bosses and bosses in this game, because Konami really loved throwing everything except platforming at you in this game, but also threw you some of these sections where you get to deal with pretty much side-scrolling shoot-em-up kind of action. If you let these guys pass, they will get aggressive with their bullets all of a sudden, so just take them off screen. One thing I will say is I really love the visual effects here. You see how the water is like cascading behind Sparkster as you blaze a trail, and then you realize, oh crap, this is a moat, so guess what? We have a freaking monster in the moat. Luckily, Sparkster has his trusty sword, and if you get close to enemies and you use your freaking melee attack, it does extraordinary amount of damage. Like that, he's dead. Like, we didn't even get to see his whole damn pattern. Concussion number 1. Yeah, I don't know why he just charges straight into freaking brick walls like so, but yeah, we're now in a burning castle, and these people have not really gotten the idea that fire's hot, so people are slowly dying inside in this place, but they can still cause damage, which doesn't make sense. Oh, there's tons of main bosses in this game. We also have this section. What you want to do is you want to avoid all of those flame trails, and there's a couple ways to take care of that. Ducking, jumping, also doing this. Your invincibility frames, remember that? Plenty of invincibility frames in this game, so just abuse it. Yep, and I didn't abuse it there, because damn, there it goes, about 3 hearts, so that's one thing you gotta watch out for. And these gems, collect all these gems, because if you don't, well, you're going to have many issues of living later on, because points in this game actually do matter, like another point system lives situation. So if you get like, I want to say about 4,000 to 8,000 points, you get an extra life, and you want to get extra lives if you're playing on this difficulty setting, because they are not going to give you many. They're not going to give you freebies like that one on the corner. You did not need to frickin' body check me like that, bud. These guys are not thoughtful. You think they were gonna give me a nice gift of an extra life? No, it's just some dude trolling me. And there's the first boss in the background. Not a hard guy. We'll get well acquainted with how easy he is. Starts off by doing some surprise tactics, but honestly, once you know this game is kind of like a whack-a-mole sort of thing, and all the available holes that he has to him, this fight's pretty simple. But this is probably the most dangerous attack that he throws at you, because you're going to have to kind of guide these things around, wait for him to finally let loose with the red bubble thing, like that thing right there. And my right eye is just decisively trying to not see at the moment, because dry eye is such a great thing. But yeah, this boss has a pretty predictable pattern, or at least a pattern that you can learn very quickly. Like, we've seen every possible attack that this boss has in store for us, and he's gonna die right about here. And that's the end of the first stage. Apparently Sparkster is so badass that he's like, you know what? Give me some more. Tired of these freaking losers. And this is a really great game, guys. Like, the music in this game, incredible. The present is returnable. I really hope so, because I would love an extra life in my life. So this guy here, one capturing the princess, asshole. His name is Axel. I forget his last name, but he's pretty much the anti-you. Trying to be a badass about it too, but clearly he doesn't care about anybody but himself. Maybe the princess. Hey, Chaotic Claw, how you doing? And it seems that he has borrowed Eggman's ride and just used us to blow us in the distance, so... Not a good way to be a pal, man. Axel Gear, by the way. Axel Gear, wow. Should have known there was some reference to frickin' Streets of Rage there in some respects, but Axel Gear is an asshole. And we'll learn more about him as we progress, because he's going to be in a lot of Sparkster games. So this is the part where we're going to start having to worry about the epilepsy a little bit. You see how the screen's doing this little weird-ass flashing crap? We're going to go over here, dodge the left jab, and then get over here, dodge the right jab. Yeah, this boss fight's pretty much another pattern fight. Once you figure out exactly what you need to do in the safe spots, this fight becomes pretty much like charge towards you, dies repeatedly. I mean, if you hit the freaking arms, you might get blocked and end up, oh, here we go. God, why does this game have to do that? I'm glad you guys are, like, appreciating this game. This game's pretty awesome. We're just gonna maybe get that food, or get hit in the face with an energy ball. Yeah, you can go through those guys, and then we're gonna get greeted with probably one of the most annoying enemies. This thing right here, this thing is an owl. For some reason, this owl really hates the living bejesus out of Sparkster, right? Because he's taken all the whole flying cred, and he will be a persistent little bastard if you let him. And this is where I'm going to probably have to give you guys the biggest warning about the whole epilepsy thing. This boss here is notorious for just killing eyes and everything. Like this fricking pig snake. Yeah, you hit that fricking red orb, you're going to deal with some really bad flashing. So I'm just going to warn you in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but as long as you're, like, getting through this as quickly as you can, you won't have to worry too much about it. But god, my eyes are already kind of like telling me, can we stop this, please? So I'm just gonna try to hit this thing. I don't care about how much damage it's doing to me. Come on. Damn. And he's dead. Thank goodness. Now we don't have to worry about that. You get some apples for free just in case you need it. And we're getting the hell out of here. That defeat animation. I can't blame you guys for finishing this game. This game is not easy. Like you have to basically remember most of this game if you want to beat it on, like, say, easy or normal. Mainly normal, because normal they give you like no lives off the bat, and they expect you to do it with and continue, which I don't see that happening. These things will fall on your head, so just be careful. We're almost done with this section. It's a short section, and there goes about half my health. That's just another problem with this game. You take so much damn damage. And then we have this fun reminder of, hey, remember Donkey Kong Country? Well, we did it first. And they have these nice little spots where you need to duck, or you need to kill things repeatedly. And by repeatedly, I mean kill these, like, 20 of these dudes that are tossing bombs every which way. Boom, 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 boom. Good music, I mean, good simple music. I don't know how the hell that didn't hit me, but I'll take that. Okay, please do not kill me in this section. This section's like one of the easiest sections in the stage, let alone the game. Like, you just do this the entire... How the hell did I kill that guy? Okay, what the hell is going on? Like, there's just some like, spontaneous combustion of the enemies going on there. It sometimes happens, but... And I was really concerned that I didn't make that jump. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, look at this. This part, you just have to do this for like a minute. Yeah, I'm streaming on both channels because some people might still be on Twitch caring about me, but I'm trying to get to mainly YouTube because Twitch has been kind of different lately, and I kind of say my home base is on the YouTube. Boom, boom. And then we get a nice Kuko reference here. It's trying to threaten our existence, but it doesn't have any claws, so we're fine. We got armor. Then we get to meet this guy. This is probably one of the more interesting bosses, I'd say, because you actually have to be a little bit smart about your attacks. Like, you get knocked back after you wail on this freaking can of his, so you gotta have some timing with it. You also want to try to get some nice little slashes in. But you notice how I'm always trying to get in a way where I finish off with a spin attack after the rocket boost. That's kind of what you want to do at times, to just get the most damage. And it's usually only done through like a diagonal dash, like so. First phase done. Yeah, this is one of my favorite bosses in this game, because the music just fits the whole scenario where you have to deal with this freaking train either chasing you or you chasing it. And this is the strange part where you have to actually hit the hands to do damage. And I always was thinking, oh, do I have to hit the damn train? No, you hit the damn hands for some reason. And the funny thing I noticed about this boss is that when you do damage to it, the more damage you do, the less lag there is after. But the pattern's pretty simple. And done. Second phase done. One of the blind viewers. Oh man. That's good. I definitely should probably get some more, what's the word I'm thinking of? Captions, just in case. Because I know there's some people that might have some disabilities that I should definitely consider. And, oh god, no. Yeah, this fight's kind of risky, this part right here, because you want to get close to a ton of damage. And we're gonna just do this real quick. Ah, damn it, too soon. Yeah, this is a good childhood game, guys. Like, you rented this game, and you basically played this game all weekend or week. I don't think you play all week, but all weekend, you'd probably play this game and try to beat it, because it's not an easy game. Stage 3, awesome pose. This is where a lot of people start running into the hell, because we actually are going here, and we have this wonderful Kool-Aid section. Yeah, the radioactive Kool-Aid. You don't touch that stuff, because if you do, you immediately die. It's like it's an unceremoniously lame death, where you just basically immediately, and it's like, damn, really? And it's quick. But it's also reflective, so you might want to consider using that reflectiveness to get through this section. And here's an extra life just to say, oh, if you die, at least you can grab that before jumping right into the freaking boiling whatever the hell this stuff is. because we actually have lava going on a little bit later. But not before we deal with the Konami Cheep Cheeps. These things are really damn annoying, because they just like to be really damn aggressive when you least expect it. And you also, like, try not to get hit by these damn spikes every which way. And I'll take that, and lose that freaking heart that I just got back. Ah, God. Yeah, the Death Water is incredible in that, and that looks nice and shiny, but it's also just the most lethal thing. It's actually lethal than the lava that we'll be running into shortly. Not doing really good on this section so far, but now we're going to be greeted with one of the worst bosses in the game. Worse in that it just is a boss that wears out its welcome really damn quickly. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do damage before it even gets on the screen, because you have all the time in the world to do it while it's slowly remind you of another game with a better crab boss. If you're thinking of Order of Epilepsy, wow, that's terrible damage right there. You would be absolutely correct in thinking that boss was much better than this crap, because this is just basically a boss that's trying to take advantage of you by blocking your shots for the next minute or so, while then trying to snip at you with the other claw, but you can negate that by just charging towards the thing at the right time or jumping. It's a really boring fight, as you can see. Like, just doing this over and over again, hoping that you just kill this thing any quicker. And you don't want to kill that claw, because if you do, well, you're going to learn that this boss has a third attack, and it sucks ass. It, like, just shoots out these rings of pain, and you just have to deal with it. Almost done, though, but we get this nice little helper. The only friendly thing in the entire game, this little walking device. Be glad that it's here, because this section would be ridiculous without it. You're just going to fall all along while jumping off at certain points, because low spikes are going to hit your head upside one of them, take some damage. Last thing that you want, because there's no health pickups after this point. Very easy section once you know what to do, but you just have to be aware of the freaking owls that still hate Sparkster every which way, but as long as you just keep it full charge ready and just kill those things, you get to the boss. And the boss is a pattern boss, like to a fault, where if you do the exact same thing with the same amount of execution, this boss is kind of a joke. But you have to remember all this crap, because if you don't, we're going to run into a lot of issues. We're going to sit right here, because we're going to get a nice banana, because we need some help. Stingy-ass banana. And then we're going to use this attack immediately to kick some frickin' red pig ass, because he's probably just checking out to see if I'm still alive. And, oh god, I just killed myself. Yeah, there's one thing you shouldn't do. Have your freaking rocket pack at the ready for this fight unless you need it at the ready, because you don't need it. You won't need it for anything other than doing damage to the boss. And the lava does about, I want to say 5, 6 hearts. It's a lot. You don't want to fall in the lava. Yeah, and it's kind of funny that the lava is actually a lot less threatening than the freaking red water, the red Kool-Aid that we were dealing with. I thought that would be more refreshing, wouldn't kill you immediately, but unfortunately, yeah, this pattern's kind of tricky, because you just have these fast-moving platforms that you're going to have to basically contend with. But this attack here, this attack where the boss just spits out a lot of fireballs, if you sit right here, it won't hit you. Same goes for the other side. This is why I don't like this boss, because by this point you're like, can we just end this fight already? We know exactly what to do. We know exactly what to expect. We know how to deal with this whole Robotnik-looking thing, where we have these things going inside the mouth of a fish. We're just going to sit right here again, because like I said, we don't have to do anything. Except hit the boss. Yeah, the random banana spitting is like the best part about this fight. It basically makes the fight more tolerable if you mess up, because you probably might mess up a couple times, especially on this part. This is probably the hardest part of the fight. Alright, still waiting. And this fight should be over. There we go. If you can do it, like, perfectly, you can probably take this guy out in 4 phases, which is kind of a benefit, or like a thank God moment, because that fight takes way too long for how easy and simple it is once you get the idea of what the boss does and what you have to do. Really confusing, though. But we're all done with, like, one of the brick wall stages, and we got another one just coming up immediately after. King, where the hell have you been hiding that damn cannon? Why didn't you use it on the fricking spider-like centipede thing in the first stage? Concussion number 2. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how he's breaking his fricking face through these steel, brick, or titanium walls. But Sparkster's got, like, everything that he needs to just kick a bunch of ass. And unfortunately, we get greeted with my least favorite asshole of the bunch. This frickin' douchebag. You're gonna play a game of not so much dodgeball, but you're gonna be basically playing tennis. The idea here is you want to hit this thing right when it's falling down, or if you're lucky, hit it before it even gets onto your side. Because you don't want these things to fall on your side, because it does that. Yeah, they frickin' explode like napalm if you let them fall on your side. So just hit these things back in this damn guy's face. And then we're done with the first section. It's a bunch of small little fights. Not to mention, we have this nice little this reminder of Flying Battery stage, but also Donkey Kong. What you're gonna just need to do is just remember that the barrels come in a pattern. Jump. Jump. And then we're gonna have to run out a couple barrels here. Hi. Yeah, do not charge towards him, because you will literally fly off the front of this ship and die. Like, it happens, and what happens is you'll have to possibly redo that whole section. Not a fun time. I've done it more than once. I would not recommend that you guys do the same. Grab this. And then we are on to this thing. You do not do what I'm going to do here at all on this guy, because if you try that, he's going to do this, and it's going to hurt, and you're going to just regret everything. And if you're thinking, well, what if I charge to him at a diagonal? Even worse, you will die. Like, you will just plummet to your death. You instead are supposed to use these bombs to do damage. Fortunately, the bombs were not on my side and actually helped me out, so if you don't have that happen, basically you're just gonna have to play the game of, hope to God that the game goes in my favor. Oh yeah, and of course more epilepsy warning, because they just really wanted to make sure you knew that you hit the boss, but unfortunately that means you're also going to get this crazy, obnoxious screen flash. Like, just have the boss flash, guys. Come on, you don't need to, like, celebrate total destruction of the people playing the game. There's one more hit. Come on, give me a bomb. There we go. And after 5 bombs, he just dies. Do this part. And we're done. Yeah, if you try to hit the okay, so this section I hate. I learned how to do it. You see how these things, like, do the little rainbow color? That means that they're about to disappear and they don't have a hitbox at that point. But as soon as they turn blue, that means you're gonna be hurting. And you're just going through this hallway, ducking when you see these guys with their bazooka at the ready, because they're gonna shoot in the face, and if it hits you, it's gonna knock you back, and you're just gonna have to deal with more of this crap. So yeah, patience is the name of this game right here. Otherwise, you're gonna get caught inside these damn fences, and you're gonna really want to have some help for this next boss, because it's a dangerous one. Like, it's a one that can kill you easily because of all its power. All of its attacks do about 3 hearts of damage. And you want to just sit right here. And the only thing you really need to watch out for is when it comes down, or some debris tries to drop on your head. That's all you need to worry about. And then you're just going to retaliate like this. If you do it like this, guys, this first part takes like 2 phases. Crap. See what I'm talking about, guys? 3 hearts just to let him have that little piece of scrap fall directly on my carrying ammo. Like, he can go through freaking steel walls and crap, but when it comes to having stuff fall directly on his head, so much damn damage. And the boss is nearly done, but we now have this section, which could be very annoying if you don't know what to do. Yeah, the idea here is you just need to make him jump over you by hitting him right when he gets up close, and then you just freaking slash him repeatedly when he's in that corner. And then he's done. Like, it's an annoying fight, but if you know exactly what to do, it kind of ends up like that. Still a fun, like, still we're getting through the game just smoothly, but then this is where you get to the stages that just kick your ass repeatedly. Axel makes his daring escape. He's like, oh man, screw this ride. And then Sparkster's like, you know what, let's use this freaking torpedo bay. Launch myself to the fortress. And learn that stage 5 is probably one of the hardest stages in the game. Or at least the start of the brick wall stages, for sure. Because it starts off with a shoot-'em-up section. Not hard by itself, but when you get to the freaking boss at the end, you're like, God forbid, what the hell? And if you screw up at all, you have to go through this entire section again. So this can be the place where you're going to lose a lot of lives if you're not ready for it. Until you meet these assholes, which I don't understand why they're like, you know what would be a really cool enemy to throw at you at this point in time? These guys holding freaking balloons. No, they don't do anything. Even the balloons don't hurt. Like, watch this. Oh man, that balloon just smacked me upside the face. Feel ashamed. So you're pretty much going to have to recognize the pattern here, because if you don't, lots of damage you'll be taking. These things do about 2 hearts of damage, and there goes about 2 hearts right there. This part is like the dickish part of the stage, where you're supposed to recognize these things are going to come at that speed in that way. But yeah, this music is easily one of the best themes in the game right here. And then you get to meet the last great soldier. This is the last pig soldier you will ever see in this game, guys. Everything else is going to be robotic, or painful, or inside a space suit of sorts. And I'm dead. Holy shit. Yeah, that part. You don't want to take any damage from the damn lasers. Otherwise, you're going to see this entire section again. Yeah, those hurt like hell. But you can slip between the lasers and just keep doing damage, which I recommend that you do. It's just, you're gonna have to thread a needle through most of that section, or that fight, because of the enemy, or because the boss is shooting out all this crap at you, and you're like, dude, what the hell? It's a fun boss, and one thing that reminds me about that boss is that I think maybe, La Mulana took some inspiration from that guy, because some of the design of that thing definitely showed up in that game. Freaking asshole. Don't build these things, man. Don't shoot them up in the air. God, this music, man. I do like that they give you a teaching moment, and it's like, look at this freaking laser. Alright, let's get ready to deal with this thing, and get hit anyway. Damn it. And you start shooting out these freaking spread patterns. One nice thing is that there's so much lag in this fight that you can basically react to this guy's attacks a lot better than what you expect. Oh my god, please stop doing that. Alright, fine. Come on, just keep blowing up. Keep blowing up. Oh god. There we go. Fight's not done yet. Just because you blew him up doesn't mean he's done yet, but this fight is kind of technically over. All you just need to do is just keep constantly hitting him and just stay far away from him, because these freaking octopus arms are going to hit you and do damage. But once you get done with that, you get your last concussion of the game. And then you get a nice teaching lesson. Let's just grab this extra life and say hello. Well, dick. Yeah, that guy kills you instantly if you touch him. That's why you get an extra life. So you basically give a free trial run of, yeah, don't fuck with these guys. They will kill you instantly. And it's the only free extra life that you'll ever get in this game. So yeah, you're just basically racing these things to the exit. And if you are too slow, you will probably die. Speaking of racing, you're gonna have to do it again. Oh god, this is bad, this is bad. Please don't. Luckily, these guys are not too damn quick. And of course, break the bridge, let them all burn to their damn deaths. And you get a quote-unquote mini-boss fight with a scrollable screen. It's not a hard fight, but as you can see, lots of bouncing around. Lots of making sure you don't get crushed. It's not really that tough once you figure out the whole pattern. It's basically left, right, left, right, left, right. There's no switcheroo in the middle. Do give you an extra life for free if you're fast enough. But if you're not fast enough, you'll pretty much lose the extra life you just gained. And have to do this entire section again. The music does not fit. It's weird. And then you get another teaching mechanic where you get introduced to this platform that you have to control. And you will need to get good with it really quick because they're going to test you almost immediately out the gate by throwing you into a area that has freaking rainbow spike balls. And if you touch a single one of them, you die instantly. This is like the instant death tower. But this is a great place to get plenty of extra lives, because all these gems are just going to give you a ton of health, or a ton of points, and then you're going to get like a free extra life if you take the risky route here, which I do kind of recommend if you're feeling a little bored with this whole section. You want to hit this thing right here, and then you're going to ride this up, hit it down almost immediately. Grab this thing, get the hell out of here. And you're gonna do it again, because this part is a lot rougher. Oh god, and I lost the extra life. Yep, that's just me showcasing the way you could go. Good news is that if you die there, you can just get infinite lives doing this over and over again. So, by all means, use this as a place to grind for extra lives, because they give you enough gems for it. But that's a nice example of what happens when you touch these things. You immediately just get flown off, or thrown off of the thing and just die. But thankfully, like I said, great way to get extra lives. This stage is the place to grind for lives, I would say. Definitely want to wait just a little bit so you don't get screwed over there. But once you get past all of this tight cornering, you'll be fine. You're at the end. Boom. Thanks, ride. Then boss. Axel, why the hell did you cheat? Why did you have to bring a freaking robotic mech to a sword fight? You're going to run from this thing, obviously, because if you touch that thing, immediate death. Again, so much instant death on this stage. But this is the place to grind for lives. Like, the place. Like, look at this. You get an extra life just for getting through that entire section, and then, oh no, I fell. So yeah, use this place to grind as many lives as you can, especially if you're playing on normal or hard, because trust me when I say this, you're probably going to need all the lives you can get on the hard difficulties. I'm going to try to just get like around 10, I don't think I'll need any more than that. Actually, you don't have to jump on these platforms at all. You can just kind of walk across them, and then you fight one of the hardest bosses in the game. This is freaking Axel in the mech, and he gives you 5 hits for free, and then he starts switching it up on you. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to bait him. Otherwise, you're going to take about 3 hearts of health from the damage. And then he's going to play a little bit of a smart-ass maneuver where he tries to bait you into walking into his punch. But this is the part where you need to start baiting him. So just walk towards him, wait for him to make 4 steps, then have him come towards you, and then try to play some frickin' boxing with him, basically. Because if you try to go for the hit when he's walking towards you like this, he's going to basically smack you upside the face, and then you're going to redo this entire fight. It's a foolproof strategy. Just let him come to you. Or in this case, actually get close enough to hit him. Otherwise, that could happen too. But not other than that, this is a great place to just continually grind for lives if you mess up. If you feel comfortable enough with what you have, by all means, keep going. Yeah, we'll definitely be fine with 11 lives now. Yeah, it's pretty much Rock'em Sock'em all over again. I think there is like another fight in one of the other Sparkster games that is much cooler looking, and it's definitely a lot harder because he's a lot more aggressive in that. He has some freaking cheesy ass moves. Come on, what are you gonna do for me? You done yet? Nope. Keep walking. Oh, I'll take that trade. I mean, as long as we don't die on the last hit, that's all that matters. And that's not a good way to get... We're gonna pretty much have to do this fight perfectly now. Shit. There we go. There we go. Yeah, just bait him, get close after he misses, and then kick his ass. Bam. And that's the face that you'll always see at the end of this fight. Unfortunately, you can't get a cool pose going here. You just have to see Sparkster just getting really pissed off at that game mechanic. Like, pretty much 90% of the population at that point is like, what the fuck? How do we... Hey, sup, how you doing? See that you have a... You didn't even let me finish. Dick. Yeah, so that guy is obviously the villain of the whole show. He's making a getaway in space. That's kind of a problem. We don't have a rocket ship to the moon. But we have a princess that knows how to give me rocket ship powers. Immediate evacuation. I don't know how Sparkster can breathe in freaking space, but we're going into space, guys. This is, again, one of the hardest levels in the game. If you screw up on this first entire long section, you have to redo it. You have to get to the boss or redo this entire section. And it's not an easy section. But you also get some of the best music in the game, again. You also get apples for killing these 5 pig heads. The only free apples you'll be getting at this point. But also you get apples from these pig heads that are nice and pink. And then you have this atrocious section where you have to deal with meteors all over the place. And you want to go for the ones that don't look like meteors, the ones with rockets attached to their backs, because they will shoot missiles that will hold on to you. And that's the last thing you want to have happen when you have all this chaos going on surrounding you. Just imagine doing this section without taking a hit, because you're going to have to. And if you hit the meteor, you get free apples. Then you get meet this mini-boss, because, you know, it's Rocket Knight Adventure. You're gonna fight a lot of mini-bosses and bosses. Yeah, this is a very easy mini-boss once you figure out what to do here. He's gonna probably use his freaking, nice little arm that couldn't really get out there in time, so died too soon. If you hit the pig heads, you're gonna get pig heads, so try to go for the meteors. Then we get actual soldiers, like the last actual soldier enemies in the game, and fricking Axel just team killing his buds. What a dick. So this is how you do this fight. You just want to stay on Axel the entire time. Do not care about taking damage from the other dudes, because Axel is the big-ass threat here. But if you just slash the hell out of Axel, you did not need to do that, asshole. And I get pig heads, damn. Yeah, Axel's the biggest threat there. If you just keep wailing on him like so, he can't do anything. It's hilarious. It's like he's the most threatening thing on the screen until you realize you just hit him over and over again. Now we have the most obnoxious boss in the entire game. I hate this boss because it's literally like 3 minutes of autos. Well, that is a nice way to get introduced to the propulsion system, because it has helicopter blades that, if you touch this boss in any way, you take about 6 freaking hearts of damage. 6 hearts of damage. What in the hell? Like, everything does like 3, this one does 6. So watch out for all the helicopter blades and learn where the safe spots are in this first pointless section of the fight. Like right here, you don't get shot at. Then you just kind of maneuver yourself in such a way. Then he just blows smoke in my face. Excellent job, asshole. And he starts warping around, starts getting a little scared about, oh god, this guy can freaking warp. Yeah, he can warp, but it's not going to be a really important part of the fight. If anything, just take out this gun as soon as possible, because the gun's going to cause a little mayhem. Then get in this thing's face, wail on it, get rid of it. You don't need it. It's phase 2. You pretty much want to get in his face, do all this damage. Just watch out for the charges, because you're going to meet all these guns trying to shoot you down. He shoots this damn... Okay, I did not expect that to home. Yeah, if you can get low enough, that thing won't hit you, but... those bullets home. And then this is the third phase, but as long as you just keep wailing on that thing, that phase isn't really a thing. Then you get this obnoxious phase, where you just have to see this crap for some reason. You have to deal with this slow, meandering fight right here. And by this point, if you've taken damage, well, you're going to need to not take any more damage, because you'll have to do the entire fight if you do. And since this guy still does 6 hearts of damage, this is his most dangerous attack, this whole bouncing around the screen. But the bullets are the other threat, because if you're nearly dying, that happens. That happens a lot. So try your damnedest to not take damage, otherwise you're going to get reacquainted with this first phase. God, for fucking bit, I hate this boss so much. Like, it's a really obnoxiously slow, painful fight. Very painful fight. Okay, dodging all this. But yeah, all I can recommend is just know how to not get shot at by the bullets. Be relentless in killing this boss. And I mean, absolutely relentless. Like, but also safe. Don't, like, put yourself in harm's way where you take, like, 6 hearts of damage. That's the last thing you want to have happen in this fight. Like, if anything, just take damage from the bullets, because the bullets do about a heart, which is much better than what this guy can do to you. Alright, deal with these things. And then it does this thing, slash the living hell out of this. We'll actually wait for it to show off this big old scary attack that... Yeah, that thing, he just tries to slam you and pinch him in between his ship and his head. Really pointless attack. You won't even see it if you're just constantly wailing on him up close. But yeah, if you have full health for this part, you really don't have to worry too much. Like, the only thing you really need to worry about is that blue laser ray and the body touch. And if you touch those arms, yeah, you take damage from that too, and it hurts just as bad as touching the head or the freaking ship. Very painful part of the fight. Yep. You have to hit this orb like 4 times. Like, you just have to see this phase wear itself out well after the second hit, and you're like, God, really? It's just a war of adoration. Just don't get hit. Just do not get hit. That's all I recommend you do at this part. Just do damage, know how to dodge all his attacks, and repeat. He looks kind of cool, but I just don't understand why he just starts juggling around his weakness in your face. Like, oh, you can't hit this, and you hit it. And he just starts getting really pissed off at you for no reason. It's like, well, you were taunting me with it. What do you expect? Yeah, not a hard fight once you just know... Again, once you know what this boss is capable of, it usually ends like this. It's all about memory and practice and patterns, guys. This is a creature of habit game. Once you figure out the habits, you'll be fine. Even on normal. Just don't get killed by the frickin' walkers at the beginning. That's like the worst part. And I don't know why they have this frickin' really obnoxious noise right before we get to the final stage, but here we are, final stage of the game. Again, we're gonna get some awesome music, and again, it's one of the hardest stages in the game, because you're gonna fight a lot of bosses. I do mean a lot of bosses. This guy, for example, the final boss already? Yeah, this is actually not the final boss. I'm just gonna spoil that for you real quick, guys. It's also one of the easier bosses if you can figure out his pattern by just doing this over and over again. Oh, did you just block my crap? Yes, you did. Getting hit by those sword beams kind of sucks. But the way the AI works is if you're on one side of the screen, it will jump at you, and if you're in the middle of the screen, it'll just use his freaking sword wave attack. Then we have this really annoying phase where you have to basically kind of lure him in the center and just be ready to dash away. But if you don't position just right, this attack is one of the hardest attacks to dodge in the game. Like, it'll hit you, and it does a pretty nasty amount of damage. But once you get the idea down, guy's done, you can move on, get your banana peels. And then you learn that that was a robot. What in the hell? What? And then you realize, oh, they have a freaking robot army, yes. So we really need to take out this fortress, or else we're gonna be dealing with these things throughout the entire game, or throughout the entire series, and that's the last thing we want. And these things are pretty damn sturdy too. They don't seem to explode right off the bat. But we're not done yet. We got another boss, and it's one of the hardest bosses until you learn some things. Axel greets you with his freaking sword mastery, and the idea here is you're going to be dealing with more freaking crazy flashing screen action. And the idea is you don't want to use your rocket boost at all. You want to just keep countering his sword beams with your own and just hit him, because that's the only way you're going to make this fight easy for yourself. If you try to do some flashiness, you're just going to get hit. And when he does this little jump, he's trying to land directly on top of you. But as long as you're just on top of him, like so, you'll have this part come up where he's like, you know what, Phase 2, asshole. I'm done with this crap. And Phase 2, kind of dangerous, because if he hits me once, I die immediately. Like, I will immediately just fly out into space. And that's the last thing you want to have happen. Yikes, I guess I got lucky there. But, yeah, definitely do not get hit on this phase at all costs. This part's especially the hard part, because those missiles have a nice freaking scary range to them. But once he starts losing all of them, then he's like, you know what? Why am I not using my best trait? He starts going rocket boost on your ass. So what you're just going to need to do here is you're just going to need to watch out for the Oh, you asshole. You did not need to do that. He's pretty much me, but maybe better. He's trying to look better, but he certainly isn't better. Because I might be slower than him and not as flashy as him. I'm smarter than him, so that's the main point of this fight. Just be smarter than Axel. Once you learn all his patterns and his tricks, yeah, you didn't need to do that. Oh, I thought you were gonna just... And if you decide to wait around, you might start seeing his little speed booster go like this. He starts doing this over and over again. So yeah, that's what happens if you're far away from him. So just be in the center of the room at all times, otherwise he starts tricking you up a little bit. Alright, let's go. All I can say is try to attack this guy from an angle when he's doing this phase. And there's the missile hit that I really didn't want to see. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. You get hit by one of those missiles, you die. That's the last thing you want to have happen in that hard fight. Definitely one of the harder bosses in the game, but once you get past this guy, I think you're gonna see yourself have a lot more success, or at least you'll get to a point where you don't have to worry too much about these kind of difficult fights. Because the last boss, while an awesome fight, is not that hard, because the boss doesn't know how to do much damage, which you'll find out soon enough. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get hit, but imagine doing that final boss on a crazy hard difficulty. Yeah, I don't see that happening all that well, because I imagine that his attacks do, like, full bars of damage. And I will show off why you don't want to do freaking crazy hard. Oh, okay, thank God the game was kind enough to freaking eject me in the opposite direction, because I was on a one-way ticket to space there for a moment. Oh God. That's a really weird pattern. You can start dropping your missiles now so I can make this fight a little bit easier. Thank you. Can I hit you? No, I can't. Alright, so let's try this again where he... There we go. Definitely stay in the center of this room at this phase, because he's always going to come up from the top or the bottom. And you don't want to get hit by an attack for obvious reasons. Dang it. Didn't see him coming. And you also can't do damage when he's spinning around. That makes sense. Ooh, that was nice and juicy damage right there. Good damage. There we go. You get this nice epic showcase of, damn it! I could have kicked your ass and become the... No, he's done. You'll never see Axel again. No way, no how. He's pretty much in space without a spacesuit. We'll see him again, trust me, guys. There's 3 games and he's in all of them. Wait, 4, but we don't talk about the 4th game. Oh my God, how the hell did you walk across the damn screen and then explode my face like that? Yeah, watch out for these assholes. They are made out of freaking something else. Definitely do not do what I would not recommend you try to do this thing where you dash attack into them and then spin, because they will survive the attack, and then you will have to deal with their freaking big hulking body being in the way. And it hurts, as you can see, but once you get past that screen, you're gonna get one more teaching element thrown at you. And this teaching element is important, because this is pretty much the boss arena right here. This is how the boss arena is going to be. You're going to have low gravity pretty much going on the entire fight. And you want to definitely grab all these points and all these pickups, because, I mean, 2 extra lives, a banana, and freaking apple, yeah, you'll be fine. And the game tests you one more time. Did you learn all the mechanics from this fight? Because you're going to need it. Good intro. I love this. I love this music. And he's already stomping my ass. So that damage is pretty much the damage you'll be taking throughout most of this fight, where it just does like one heart. And the idea here is you need to hit this freaking glove, this big boxing glove like weak point, which I don't understand why it's a boxing glove. But just, I guess it's maybe an orb on us. Like a control orb or something. I always thought it was a boxing glove. It's like, just hit the boxing glove. Just act like you're the mitt and run into it. That's all. Then we get another teaching element where it shows off a new set of attacks. Shoots off this little freaking Thunderbolt-like gun attack. And then the Rinkas from Super Metroid show up in this. Used in such a manner. But once you get all these little mechanics down, you know, the idea here is you're just going to have to try to lure this weak point in a way where you can easily hit it and avoid the attacks along the way. Ow. Didn't mean to jump directly into the boss. Come on, come on. There we go, the Rinkas. I'm just shutting up because this music is great and you guys need to listen to it for damn certain. And when you get to this phase, that means the boss is officially done playing. So he's going to start using a new attack out of nowhere. And he's going to use it for about the next 4 hits, and then he's going to switch it up again, I think. Very frantic, but I don't know. I kind of like it, too, because it's like, yeah, the boss is not as officially done playing. Okay, maybe 5 hits he has this phase going, but once you get to this phase, it's kind of easy, because he just does the same thing over and over again. And as long as you position yourself just right, you can just keep hitting that thing over and it's like, right here, just do this over and over again. And he's done. Excellent. Good job. You've saved the world. You saved the galaxy, possibly. But we gotta do something important. This place is blowing up, and you know what you must do when something blows up. Get the hell out of there. And at that point, we just dive right in this thing, and we're at the end of the game, guys. It's all over. See? See, it's over. They're giving me the victory music, guys. Oh. Okay, what's that thing? Big ol' epic explosion, but we're still not done. We have one more phase to deal with. The boss is a very sore loser, so he's going to try to kill you right before you get to the end, but if you remember this pattern right here, you won't ever get hit. But unfortunately, I somehow managed to get hit anyway. But yeah, guide those rings off to one side. Watch out for that attack where he charges towards you after stopping. Because that's the attack that's probably going to get you the most. Everything else, not nearly as bad, because you have to kind of kite him over there. Very annoying boss, but again, patterns. And done. Once it starts glowing red like this, that means he can't really survive this. Nice try. I'm really glad that you did all the effort that you can to give me a game over, but unfortunately I have 9 lives to exhaust, bud. Now the game is over, guys. And I don't understand how this thing is slowly floating down from a freaking terminal velocity entry from space. I would imagine that thing would be glowing at least 5 colors of red. And this king's also worried. I don't know how the hell A, Sparkster got out of that thing so damn quickly, and B, rescued the princess when it took us 5 stages to get to her. But then Sparks is like, you know what? I need to keep my reputation, guys. I need to be a loner. And he just flies away. It's like he could have had that princess, Sparkster, man. He couldn't have been a badass and a guardian. But no, he's like, I'm freelance. Call me when you need me. I'm Batman. And that is game. And this game's pretty damn good. It's definitely hard, and it definitely hasn't aged well with the whole epilepsy thing. Oh yeah, that's the most annoying part. If you die to that boss, you have to do the whole fight over again. It's frustrating as hell, but they do give you a full restore at least. So good on you reminding the crowd there, Chaotic Claw, because I didn't even remember that part. I remember like dying to that boss and fuck. But yeah, thank all these people that made this game, because it's a solid treat. And the sad thing about this game is that you won't see this guy too often, because he had a game for the SNES, which is going to be over $100. He had a game for the Genesis, a sequel to this, named Sparkster, which was also probably going to run you around 60, 80 bucks. And then there's a fourth game that I have not even looked at screenshots of, but it's kind of like Konami trying their best to revive their old IPs, except failing miserably as they have been for the past several years. So they're like, you know what, let's do what we know how to do best. Gamble. Great. So, just appreciate the 90s and Konami, guys, because that's where the 90s and Konami were like peanut butter and jelly. You just knew what you were expecting when you got a Konami game back in that day and age. You were expecting quality, you were expecting all sorts of good gameplay and whatnot. You're expecting difficulty to go along with it, but at the end of the day, you're gonna probably keep this game if you bought it. And if you rented it, you probably would rent it again. I think the reason why it probably didn't get re-released is because the whole epilepsy flashing screen action, they probably didn't want to do anything with that like Nintendo has with some of their older games. And it's a shame too, because this game's good. It's really good. It needs to get archived somewhere. It needs to get re-released somehow. M2, why don't you jump on this shit? M2 knows how to make these games grand and awesome. Remember, they made the Konami or the Castlevania reports, like all the collections. They've been working on them. They've been doing some frickin' things with Sega, with their, like, for example, they made the first Phantasy Star game, guys, playable, because they gave it a speed up option, and they've really improved the quality of life of a lot of things in that game, because that game is slow as balls when you're playing it normally. Like, absolutely dreadful in speed. Alright, I'm going to show you why you don't do crazy hard as your first time when you pick up this game. Hard mode does not lie. It's literally called F-off mode. And if you really need the sound test, it's right here, guys. Just all the songs at your disposal. Pop that in a capture card, rip it that way. Put it on your phone, listen to it. So yeah, I'm just going to show you like a couple tidbits of crazy hard, and we're going to move to Mario Golf real quick. So look at this, the first enemy of the game, death, game over. That is crazy hard, guys. You have to play through the entire game without taking a hit, unless you get an extra life. Good luck, because that is ridiculous. The amount of times I've taken hits in this game, and you're like, now don't. I'm gonna give it like a college try, like 3 good tries, guys, because, the way I'm gonna go about challenges like this, give it a shot. Give it 3 good shots. If you don't get it the third time, just try again another year. So yeah, crazy hard is definitely no joke. if you do not know this game inside out, you will die. No question. Just know that when the enemies are flashing like this, they can't do damage, or at least most enemies like this can't do damage. But there are instances where you could end up getting crushed anywhere or whatnot. Get through this crap. Definitely trying to be very safe here. We can get past this section, which is probably the hardest section by far. You're pretty much halfway done with this crazy first part. Oh, crap. Alright, this is good, this is good. If I can get past this... There we go. Let's see if we can get extra life, because that would actually help me out here tremendously. Extra life, you're gonna be here and make me feel happy inside, right? Oh my god, there's an extra life. Thank goodness. So they do give you extra lives, at least. God forbid you try to get through this game with no lives whatsoever. Dude. Hey, you guys can show up now. I think the first mini-boss is what's gonna kill me, because this first mini-boss can be pretty damn relentless with his attacks. Like, damn, these attacks hurt. Now. Okay, I was not expecting to get behind you like this. Actually, keep doing an attack. Come on, there we go. Okay. I'm actually getting past this section. I'm actually getting further than the first section of the game, guys. Oh god. I was getting scared there. Ooh, okay, I'm getting really scared with these really weird bounces off this guy. And dead. I'm surprised I'm here. Like, I think this is the furthest I've ever gotten in this difficulty. And so far, I'm convinced that there's no changes to how fast or how aggressive the enemies are. They seem to be moving at the same rate as usual. But just taking one hit is just like, ouch. That's a big punishment. So you just have to make sure you just don't screw up, period. That means I have to deal with this asshole with a lot more safety in mind. And death. Jesus. Oh my god, I forgot you actually have to do that entire section again. Do I get an extra life at least? Thank you. At least they give you an extra life, so if you screw up, you can at least take pleasure in that you can try this part over and over again. Thank goodness, the game's having some leniency. Damn. I'm probably gonna just make this... Oh, you did not need to start this attack off that soon. Alright, I'm getting behind you. And he's dead. Jeez. Wow, we're actually figuring out a way through this game, guys. I was not expecting to have this much success on this difficulty, because I played this difficulty about a good couple times, and I didn't get as far as the walkers, or, like, I would die at the walkers or before the walkers. Oh, you're just making this really easy for me. That's kind of a shame, man, but honestly, if there's one-hit death, it may as well just be that, because if it were to make things any different, I would be actually pissed off, because normal is already kind of hard in and of itself, but to have things kill you one hit and then they make it even harder on top of that, hell no. I would not play the game. You want to know something else? There's another game that I'm doing that has something like this difficulty, where if you take a hit, you die. And we're going to be playing that on Thursday. That is Ristar. I don't know how you pronounce it, but if it's... Oh wow, that was like an instant death almost. Ristar has a super hard mode, which if you take a hit, you have to use a continue, which means you have to go to the beginning of the world that you died on. And that's just scary. you. Wow, we are actually making progress through the stage. I'm amazed. I'm impressed. Yep, you're not doing that noise. Of course, you have to go through the burning hallway of pain and agony. I am not playing around with this hallway. I'm going to do it by the book. And I died by the book. Damn. If only these freaking bananas gave me health, that would be great. Yeah, if we can get through this section, we'll be kind of golden because the game gives you a ton of points and lives. So you can get maybe a couple extra lives, unless they don't give you lives by points, which would actually horrify me at that point. Oh god. Man. And music's starting to chug here. There's too much action going on here. What happened to that Blast Crossing, Sega? And we're done with that, thank goodness. Now, if I don't get extra lives from these gems, I'm gonna be kind of mad. Like, I'm actually gonna be rather pissed, because this is like my income right now. If I don't have these points give me extra lives, I'm screwed. There we go. Taking care of you. Gonna definitely need extra life. I love how these guys just don't know how to turn around. Alright. One more boost. Try to get some extra life. Oh, there's my extra life. Thank God. You get extra lives from points. That's all I need to see. This guy's gonna be a joke. I mean, we've already showed how to beat this guy without taking damage, so this is pretty much a gimme. The only thing that can kill you here is your overconfidence. Oh god, I almost lost track of my extra hit there. Same amount of damage to kill this boss. Excellent. It's exactly like normal, except that it's harder. One nice thing is that you'll always have a life bonus of this amount, so that means you'll get the full extra points needed to get more extra lives. I think stage 2 is where I'm going to probably die and then stop. At least for this game. And then I'm going to do a good old college try of Mario Golf and the Mario Open, because I need to get those videos recorded. I'm just going to tell you this, guys. The Mario Open is, quite honestly, the hardest course in that game. And it's for completely different reasons than what I was anticipating. It's not because of the lack... It's not because there's, like, a lot of hazards and OB. It's just the precision that the game asks you to make during those holes. And that it gets progressively worse and worse to the point where the back 9 is the hardest back 9 in the entire game. Or the hardest stretch of holes that you have to put up with. And even if you, like, know exactly what to do and how to get through it, you still have to execute, and it's quite possibly the hardest thing I've done in that game. This guy's almost done, and dead. Yeah, I might actually try to do a crazy hard run. Oh god, I'm surprisingly not dead. And I love how they give you bananas still, despite the fact that they're kind of worthless. Oh good I killed that guy. That guy's like actually the scariest part about this section. Yeah, if I see these owl guys come towards me or like move at all. Oh my god. How in the shit, man? Back at the mini-boss, yes, that's understandable. Man, I'm gonna hate those enemies so much, guys. The owls are now, like, the enemy that's gonna be the bane of my existence in this difficulty. That's saying quite a lot, yes, it is saying a lot, because Boo Valley, it was pretty damn hard, but Boo Valley doesn't make me try again for 3 hours and grinds my soul into non-existence because of the back 9, because that back 9 is the brutalest, most brutal thing in that game. Like, even the par 3s of that course are like... You would think the par 3s would be a break. They aren't. Oh god, that was scaring the hell out of me there. Like, that thing was just flying in my way, and I was like, No, this would be a great place to grind for lives. I mean, it's not fantastic, but... When you have this asshole killing you over and over again, this might not be a bad place. So, that's a grind spot number 1. Not a great one, but it's there. Maybe get to, like, 5 lives or something, so you don't have to deal with the ever so lovable situation of having 0 lives on stage 5, or 6, or 7. Because that's pretty much the end of the game right there. But yeah, pretty much this is a matter of pattern recognition, knowing what to do for each fight, knowing how to deal with their attacks, and just being a badass and hoping to God that you don't suffer from any sorts of epilepsy, because this game really does not care about that at all. Unfortunately, that's the only thing that sucks about this game, is that it's not friendly to those that are sensitive to flashing lights and whatnot. Alright, we're just gonna say goodbye to that guy. I don't want to deal with him. You know, I could possibly go all the way at this point. That's the scary part right now. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to kill this boss, and then I'm gonna save state here and continue. And if I do actually get a successful run, you'll see it. You'll definitely see it, because I'll be proud as hell. I've never beaten this game on that difficulty. Ah, damn. Kind of wish I got over there. Oh god, please don't. Oh god, damn. Yeah, I think the way it works is that it's 2,000, 6,000, or 20,000, 60,000, I think 80,000? I want to say 80,000. Oh crap, and if you die here, you have to basically start eating those deaths. Damn. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, we're getting over here. Yeah, I think the point of this fight is just play it safe if you're playing on the hardest difficulty. Like, don't try to do some risky strats unless you know exactly what you're doing. Okay, I'm getting over here. There we go. Alright, let's get to the cave here. I love how they still give you apples. Like, they don't do a damn thing on this difficulty anymore. Okay, that was very scary. And we're gonna stop it here, guys. Or at least stop it with this particular thing. I mean, we may as well use save states. At least at this point. I'm not gonna reload from this spot if I fail. That's just cheesy. I want to actually beat this game start to finish with pretty much just lives, because that would make it all the better. But we're done with this game. We've done what we need to do. We're gonna now go to Mario Golf and hope to God that I can get some sort of progress. Because damn, that's a beast. Oh, we're not done yet. I mean, you can stick around for like the next hour, a half hour, because like I said, there was a challenge thing. There was a challenge thing. And this is a challenge. I want to beat this, guys. I've been struggling with this for, I want to say, close to 2 weeks. And I don't want to... I want to get more Mario Golf out here soon, for sure. And I'm trying not to do it... I'm trying not to save scum like crazy.
Here I am.
Oh, nope, wrong color. That's better. Alright, Mario Open. God forbid. This is the hardest hole. This is like the hardest course. And it starts off with one of the easiest holes, or easiest par 4s in the game. And by easy, I mean it's making you think it's easy. Like, it's this big old snoz of Yoshi, and you want to hit your ball directly on that snoz. Because you want to get an eagle right off the bat on this course. Because if you don't, yikes. The competition wants to get like a -8 or -9, and considering my difficulties of getting a -7 or an 8, yikes. It's really that ridiculous. Alright, let's see what we got here. And it has to be downhill, just making it even more difficult. I think that's not making it. Nope. Definitely not making it.
Nice touch.
You know what? Let's roll with this. Can't wait for the editor comments. Yes, I am definitely going to throw the editor comments. I'm wondering if I should do, like, post-commentary for those videos when I do the uploads, like the single-part uploads. Because I feel like the problem with doing live commentary on a game that's fast-paced is that you just get tongue-tied while you're trying to rack your brain about what's going on with the screen in front of you. But I still had a pretty damn good time, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming along and saying hello and chiming in. That just makes this all the better. Like, this is exactly what this channel needed to get going in the right direction. Because trying to do this stuff in a box, like all by your lonesome, biggest pain possible. It's like, especially when you have a frustrating thing like this, having to do this over and over again and not having like somebody to just say, hey, I understand, it's rough, or just having that opportunity for that. I prefer this by far, and I just realized how stupid of a move I just made there, not going club up on that or hard enough, so shit. I don't think this is going to be the run, but if it is, that'd be nice. And I'm going to go about 50. Oh, come on. You can go into that damn cup game. Shit. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, guys. The fun. I needed to have the fun again with this, and the streams definitely had that opportunity. But having some content to go off of that afterwards is equally nice too. And of course I'll keep all the streams up because it's on YouTube. And I might try to save it on Twitch, but like I said, Twitch might not be in my future going forward, because, I mean, I barely get any audience on there anyway, but it'd be nice. But with the way things are going, where it's like, oh, you're playing this song, I see, guess what, bye. That pisses me off. That probably pisses a ton of people off. Like, all that hard work is down the drain, because Twitch is like, you know what, this song is too copyright infringed. That would make a lot of people just irate, I'd say. Going full power.
Nice shot.
Holy crap, where's my ball going? Damn it. The wind, guys, the wind in this game can be just crazy. Speaking of, I'm gonna have to hit this ball probably around this hard. Oh, come on. You do not need to tease me like that, game. 7.77 feet. Why couldn't you give me in the cup for an eagle? Yeah, you give me the lucky numbers, but you don't give me the eagle. Ick.
Nice birdie. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, we probably should talk about the competition here. Like, look at this competition, guys. Bowser's already, like, on track to be getting, like, -13 at this point. Mario's also around. Unagi's not cheating anymore. Pauline's getting her debut, even though she doesn't show up 20 years later in a game that's not worth your time, like, entirely. And last but not least, somehow King Zora is playing golf. Remember King Zora? The guy that sits on a ledge for much of his life and takes about 2 minutes to move out of the way just so you could get to the dungeon, the third dungeon, the king. He's somehow playing golf. Oh, and did I mention that this is the par 3? Look at this par 3. You see all this freaking sand around this green? There's no safety rough to keep your ball from going there. And it's the smallest green you've probably seen yet in this game. This is the reason why Mario Open, or Mario Star, is one of the hardest freaking courses in the game.
Oh, too bad.
And I can't believe I didn't plop into the freaking sand like I've usually had on this course. Oh my god, can I stop almost going into the cup, please? I need all the help I can get. And I missed the freaking cup. These greens suck, guys. These greens are awful. You think you have a good shot, you think it's gonna be a nice flat putt, and it's like,
oh no!
Possession, your ball is off in another county right now. I'm just showing you why I don't like this course. Like, I don't think it's gonna be a successful run, but we're gonna play to start to finish if I can, and just see how far we get.
Nice shot!
Wow, give me a little bit more speed there, game. We're definitely hitting 190 here. $150, $150. Why does this ball always fall short when I hit it to this green? For some reason, this green is cursed. Like, I try to hit my ball to this green, and you saw that I hit it like 190, and we're still not on the green. We're 13 yards away from the cup. What in the hell possesses this ball to drop that many yards? It's just strange. And I love how the bounce just kindly had the ball, like, go to the side, like so. This is my experience in Mario Open, guys. It's always just an uphill battle every hole, and you're just trying to find ways to get to the finish line with a first or second place finish, let alone third. And this is probably one of the hardest par 3s in the game, because look at this green, guys. My grid, this is the size of like 3 of these grids, long ways. And you have to hit it just right. You can't hit it too short, otherwise you'll be in the rough. You can't hit it too hard, or else you're going to be in the water. Yikes. And the problem with the landing is that if you have some tailwind, your ball is going to continue rolling too far, like so.
Oh, too bad.
Water hazard, excellent. The last thing I needed to see. So I need to chip this in for par. Don't see that happening, honestly. I really don't. But we can dream. Nope, we're just in the rough again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go about this hard. and skip the cup anyway. Holy crap. See what I'm talking about? This is a par 3, guys. And I've taken 4 freaking shots to make this ball in, just from a few small mistakes. Holy crap. Hi, Sunny indeed.
Oh no.
What's up, class? How you doing? And now I am literally out of the running. Like, I'm in 14th place just from a double bogey and a -1. So, I really don't see this run going very well, but like I said, I'm just showing you the pain and misery that I've been experiencing for the past several attempts. You know what, we're not going to care about the fairway here, we're just going to hit our ball on something other than deep rough.
Nice shot.
Because deep rough is the worst part about this hole, is like if you try to go ambitiously for the legs, you will find yourself getting crushed under the weight of your mistake, and then you're just going to have to eat that shot penalty. So let's just go with something smart where we just hit our ball from here. Let's go 214. I don't think I need all that distance. I'm regretting my decision to not give me all that distance, because I'm 30 yards short. Ouch. Ugh. Okay, well, that happens. Not bad, we're at least on the green with a chance to get a birdie. And by that I mean, pray to God this thing goes exactly the way I want it to. And it's too damn short. Excellent. Mario Star is the most evil course in the game. You think you're having it easy because there's no OB, but by this point you're probably wishing, where's fricking Boo Valley? I would like to go back to it, thank you. Okay, this hole looks like it's a nice easy one, especially if you have a strong golfer like Harry. But that green is the most malicious green you'll ever find in this game. Like, it's the most hilliest piece of junk I've ever seen. Like, you get on it and you're like, yeah, I got into 1! And then you have to putt. And putting on this green is like going to Mars and realizing that you do not have any air, and you just immediately die because of your mistake. So let's just do this wonderful game of roll down the hill, read this slant at the bottom. Probably gonna go about this hard. Oh my gosh, the speed. Holy crap.
Nice on.
Oh yeah, by the way, look at this. That's OB, by the way. You want to hit your ball over there? It's gone. Or at least it might end up going into the OB area. Last thing you don't want. Alright, so let's try to go for a crazy curve. But look at this green, guys. Look at this freaking green. It's annoying. Like, if it's up there, you have to deal with this humongous hill. It's right here, you have to deal with this weird-ass slant. So, let's just try to deal with it. Yes, finally. 100. Excellent. I'm gonna unlock Metal Mario at this rate and not beat this damn course. That's how bad it's going right now. And this is the routing nightmare. Look at all this. Look at this terrain. This is ridiculous. Like, you can hit your ball here, but if you happen to hit it too short, here's some sand. You could hit it here, but then you have to deal with this big-ass hill. You can hit it over here, but you're probably going to need a power shot. And it's just like you can't win on this hole. You just have to you just have to pick and choose. So I'm going to pick and choose this spot. Not hit it super hard. And let the wind do the rest for me. That's looking okay-ish.
Oh, too bad.
No, it's looking terrible, because I've landed pretty much crater face into this particular spot, and Here's the trap, guys. If you land your ball here, you're thinking, maybe I can hit it over this big gaping No. Don't ever do that, because your chances are you're going to end up in that big gaping maw and then OB. It's this one of two OBs on this entire course, and it's strategically set in a way where it just sets you up for failure. So just try your best to just find a route at this point if you put yourself in this crappy spot. And then pray to God you can get on the green in 3, and oh my god, really, game? Really? I can't go to a 9-iron because the slope. What in the living crap? Yep. Routing nightmare. Routing nightmare. And I can't get on this green like I'm hoping I can because 90% and the wind. So I'm pretty much praying that I get 98% on this roll, and it's not looking that way. It looks like I'm in another freaking bunker of all things.
Too bad.
Bowser's Hole is one of the hardest par 4s by far. Chippin'? Negative. Boom, 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 boom.
Bogey.
You know what, guys? I think this is probably going to have to be a record video because... Ouch. I just don't have anything to say because I'm just trying my damnedest to not fail. And this hole is deceptively difficult because look at how far down up we are. This is a 150-foot drop that we're shooting. So the wind is going to impact our ball like crazy. You're going to have to account for the extra yardage your ball is going to gain from meteoring itself down to earth from this high up. Bowser's just cheating, guys. That's pretty much my call. He's just cheating. Then we have this part. I'm gonna probably go about this hard. No, we're gonna go about this hard. Praying that the wind and the distance is just right. And it's looking almost right.
Too bad.
But then again, we have another eyeball green, so expect that to be annoying as hell. Oh, come on, game. You could have put that thing inside the damn cup. No, a pin shot. The freaking participation award for, oh god, your precision was great, but you hit the damn pin. Hopefully it hits the pin and drops right in the cup. Otherwise, you have to deal with the rebound. Eehee. Speaking of rebound, that is a missed putt. Telling you guys.
Bogey. Oh no.
Don't ever play this hole without save scumming if you want to keep your sanity intact. I'm going to save scum when I record the video on this. I don't fucking care anymore. It's ridiculous how perfect you have to be on this course. And I don't want to be a perfectionist anymore. Like, I hate being a perfectionist, guys. It's the most frustrating thing on the planet. You just have to, like, oh, I have to do this absolutely nitpick perfect. Oh, you screwed up a little bit? Well, guess what? Your freaking self-talk is like, you're a failure in 5 different states, asshole. Really? Yeah. Totally. Thankfully, this is probably going to be one of those few instances where I might actually get something good off of this. If this is somehow a freaking albatross, I will cry. It doesn't look like it's an albatross, but my ball is like on a different plane of existence there. It would have been nice, though. It would have, but the hill. Hitting off a hill, not a good idea. Oh my god, game. Can you stop doing these almost got it moments? This is why I hate this hole. At least you have room for error in Boo Valley. At least you have a chance to, like, oh, I screwed up. That's fine. I can maybe make the best of this.
Chip in. Nice.
Yay,
Okay.
I got another birdie badge and I'm down to even. No, I'm still +1. Jesus. Toad's Cranium. This is probably the easiest par 4 of this course, because look at all this real estate you have back here. If you hit it too hard, at least you have a freaking runway for your ball. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean you're always going to hit on the green. Sometimes you hit it short, and then realize, well, crap, there's all this damn sand, and I'm probably going straight into that sand at the moment.
Oh,
Exactly. So let's hit it about probably this hard. Damn it. Yeah, it's pretty much like that. You make a mistake, the course punishes you tremendously.
Nice par.
Like, you should know this course inside out before you even attempt tournament mode, let alone play against other golfers. And unfortunately, I have to play Mario on this course, and he's one of the hardest opponents in the game. I don't look forward to that matchup at all. In fact, I'm dreading that moment where I have to play that match, because Mario is capable of getting birdies, albatrosses, eagles. Like, his albatrosses are rare, but his eagles, he gets eagles, and he gets birdies very consistently. Like, par is pretty much when he kind of screws up, and a bogey is when he really screws up. Not fun. Just like this green right here. Every time I hit this ball to this green, it's either overshot or undershot. Or to the left. It's usually to the damn left. Alright, let's do this. Right around here, and boom. Oh my god, game, you could have given me that too.
Nice
And
par.
that is hole 13, the unlucky hole. And then following that is this hole. A nice hole 14 where you have... I hate this hole because of the look of all this freaking hazard. All this sand. And you have to hit your ball in these chain links and pray. I can't imagine it either, but I'm going to have to. Harry was my only escape. Now I think I'm screwed, just like this ball is screwed too. Yep, excellent.
Too bad.
In the sand. Gonna have to hit it this hard. Hopefully not making a crater in that freaking sloped bunker. Yep, I'm making a crater.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah, I really hate this hole. Just because of all the sand that you have to put up with along the way, around the green, and... And if it's raining and windy, good luck. And I hit it way too damn hard. Let's see if we can get in that damn hole.
Nice par.
Nice. I mean, it's a fruitless attempt right now, guys. I would have already restarted at this point, because having a +1 this late in the tournament is pretty much a game over. You're gonna not see anywhere near first place, let alone 5th or 9th. Wow, Wind, you didn't need to be like this, but apparently we're being like this.
Nice shot.
Ah, damn it. Still got on the damn rough. Oh well. Yikes. Okay. Oh man, sweet. Thanks a lot. restream for letting me know that I gotten 100 messages. Thank you very much, guys, for participating, because it makes this whole streaming experience better and worth it. That's all I gotta say. This was a great idea, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna practice from Rystar, because I don't think I've ever gotten 100% in that game, which requires you to get all the bonuses in that game, and completing those bonuses, not just, it's one thing to get into them, it's another actually getting the treasure, because it unlocks a lot of passwords with some fun effects. That's the whole point of that 100% action. And this shot is scaring the hell out of me. Wow, if that was a little bit harder, I would have made it in that damn hole. Speaking of... shit!
Bogey.
Bogey.
Oh no.
Yeah, you could unlock it with random codes, but I'm gonna try to unlock it legit. This is the strangest par 3 of this entire course. Like, this is... you think this might be easy, because the green is, like, literally right here, but you then realize it's surrounded by all this crap, and then if you miss this green by just an inch, well, you're just gonna have to deal with the getting it on to it, or getting right onto it again. This is too hard. That's what I'm talking about. You have to perfectly get on that damn green to get a freaking chip in at this rate. So we're gonna do this real quick. If that had a little bit more heat. Are you kidding me, game? That was literally inches away from the cup. +3, guys. This is bad.
No.
And Bowser's -11 at this point, so he's gonna probably get a score of 9, -9, maybe -8. This is the most difficult par 5 on this course, and probably the most deceptive. You don't want to go all out on this hole. You want to actually hang back a bit, because you want to hit it over that mountain, and the closer you are to the mountain, that big brown massive bomb in the distance, the lesser chance you're going to get over said mountain. And if you hit that mountain while you're with your ball at all, you're going to learn about physics and how your ball is screwed at that point, and it sucks. It's terrible. But I have a good chance here. I'm just going to make sure I don't get screwed over by the wind. There we go. Let's see where my ball is going. That's looking like frickin' bunker land. Oh. I was expecting a bunker. I got on the fairway. That's good enough for me. I think we're gonna go about this hard. If I get an eagle, I'll feel happy about myself. Thank you.
Nice eagle.
At least something happened in this freaking run. An eagle. Too bad it's like too late. Oh, you got an eagle? That's great, Jim. What about the rest of the course? Oh. Yeah. And of course, the last hole is the most painful one. Because here's the problem with this last hole, guys. They don't give you enough room to hit your ball, or plant your ball well. Like, you could hit it here, but then you have like a 200-yard shot. So what I do here is either I'll hit it towards Mario's frickin' mouth or his mustache and just go off of there, or I brave the storm dealing with Luigi's hat.
Nice shot.
Because I don't want to... You don't want to hit it in the deep rough, for sure. And if you're going to hit in the rough, you might as well want to make yourself be close as possible. Let's go like this. Yep, not winning this tournament at all. It's unfortunate.
Oh,
and this is usually what happens when you're shooting from that distance. You'll hit it short. And it sucks. But now I have to do this shot a little perfectly. Yep, we're gonna end our game with a +1. That's professional talk for you fricking got exit out of the tournament on the 3rd round. Congratulations.
Nice par.
At least I got a par in the last hole, but I'm just gonna show you what happens when you place other than the top 3. The game's like, 15 place. What? What the hell is 15 place? What happened to the TH? Totally forgot, guys. So you just get this really unremarkable message, and the game's not even saying, great round of no, you screwed up. So, back to start. This is how this fucking hole, this course grinds the living soul out of you. You get through it, you think you have a good chance after getting a really good lead in the first 9 holes, and then the back 9 kills your score, or you don't get the score necessary to win. That happened to me 3 times. I had ended up getting to the back 9, starting off with a -4 and a -5, and then I go through the freaking holes and I end up with a -7, and Bowser's like, scrub, can't even get freaking top 3. Boom. And then the second time, I think I got a -8, and then Donkey Kong got a -9. I was like, son of a bitch. Pissed me the hell off, man. That was so aggravating at that point. I was like, I don't know if I want to continue again right now, but sure enough. Also, while you're here, let's just show off this hole-in-one that I did not have a chance, because I had to redo some things in this game because I accidentally overwrote some of my save data, so I had to go against Wario again, and then I nailed this nice little stinger right here. And I need to get more hole-in-ones, guys. Like, they're basically like the damn, you did a good job lining that up. And look at how many times I've tried, guys. All these Mario Star Eagles. Wait, where the hell is my eagle on hole 16 game? Is it not that special? Is that how you feel about it? Man, competition. All right, though. I think we'll stop the video here because I need to eat dinner. I was trying to get through work before dinner. Never happened because it was a really busy day. Go figure. But Thursday we're going to do some Rye Star. Praying I can get 100%, but if I can't, there will be ways of me showing that off anyway in the actual upload or uploaded Let's Play stuff. So thanks for coming by, saying hello, get your words in, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the Rocket Knight Adventures, because that was fun. And, of course, me floundering through Mario Open again. We'll try to beat it, don't worry. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and adios.